we're all interconnected, right? We
Totally.
know that we all have a birth chart, but do we know businesses have a birth chart? Do we know marriages have a birth chart? We could literally take a marriage, we could look at the date and the time that the marriage happens, and we can see the whole ebb and flow of the marriage, just as we can see that in your life. We can see the date that a business is started, and I can look at their financial chart and tell you the success, the ebb and flow of their finances with their business, how the public will see their business. We can go back and look at the time that the doors were open to Midwest Con, and we can see how this whole weekend unfolded. Right? So the question is not even how does it tie together. The question is, why don't we know that it ties together?
Say that.
Why don't we? Is that rhetorical?
No,
They don't want us to know.
There's no choice anymore. From the work that you do, with the many people you help, there are people who are coming to you now who would not have even thought 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or 20 years ago that I'm going to go see her and talk to her about this. Why? Because we're all being pulled towards a purpose. There's no choice. There's choice. Don't get me wrong. We all have choice, right? So what I'm saying is that there is an imprint. There are energies that are at work. And as those energies move, how many of us remember, or can remember the transition from everyone being religious to now everyone I'm spiritual? You remember? Right?
Oh yeah, we're in it.
And with that was going based on the time moving, us going from one age to another. When we were looking at 2012, and we kept hearing it's the end, well, there's ancient information tied to that, right? We were given the lower nature aspects of the information, like, the world is going to end and things, none of that. We were moving from one age to another. And so religion itself was being pushed to the side so that people like yourselves who want a more genuine connection with the source, with the divine, the creator, Allah, Jehovah, Buddha,
Say that.
whoever, you want a more genuine connection. And so now we see that with that time period, the gates are opening up and now we all start to come together.